Live from wherever it's Shitterman presents Wrestling. You know the show's name. You click the video. And now here are your hosts, ladies, men, and long contours, Shitterman, man, and Shitterman Spicy. Welcome to the show. I'm Jaded Steve.
Hey.
Alright, let's get to it. Tsunami preview. Alright. On My Hero Academia, it's Christmas at UA, and no Class 1A students celebrate with a Christmas party. On My Hero Academia, Hawks acts strange when he meets Endeavor and his work-study students on their way to the Endeavor Academy. On Yashahime, travelers are going missing one after another. Towa, Setsuna, and Moroha head to the northern mountains to crack the case, but instead they find a village completely overrun by ghost cats. On Food Wars, the first bout was in full swing. Is in full swing. Sato's loyalties are gone into question, and the judges reveal themselves. They are representatives from the World Gourmet Organization. And Food Wars, Nene and Soma present their soba dishes to the judges, but Soma's been making questionable decisions throughout the entire match. Is there a method to his madness? On Naruto Shippuden, Danzo, fearing that Orochimaru's capture would lead to the exposure of his own involvement in the experiment, sends out one of his men to help the rogue ninja. On Attack on Titan, Gabby and Falco seek out a fellow Marillion who's surprised to see warrior candidates. The truth of what happened to Ragako may shed some light on Zeke's secret plans. And Dragon Ball Super, both sides are becoming more and more desperate. Topaz has given up everything to survive, Vegeta gives up nothing. In the end, who will be looking down on whom? And that is your Tsunami Review. Don't forget to watch Nami next week starting at 10:30 p.m. It's the Harley Quinn Marathon, going from 10:30 p.m. all the way to 5 a.m. And now to Steve with the rest of the show.
All right, thank you, Brain. Good evening, everybody, and let us talk Lawsuit City, kids. And believe me, if you happen to be Darth Mouse, not exactly going very happy, especially when, where are you here? Oops, there we go. Especially when it comes to your big draw, as Scarlett Johansson has sued Disney and Marvel, or sued Disney over Black Widow getting released not just in theaters, but on Disney Plus. That's right. She has said that she was set to pocket tens of millions more in bonuses based on the movie's box office performance. It's a tactic Disney has used with all of its Marvel stars for over a decade. Get them cheap and then build up their paydays if the movies make money. Black Widow was expected to perform like the other MCU films and be a cash cow for its lead. But due to the pandemic, the movie was released simultaneously in theaters and on the Disney Plus streaming service, causing this Marvel movie to not match the success of its predecessors. Now Johansson is suing Disney over her long-awaited standalone film's release plan, claiming in a lawsuit that her contract guaranteed an exclusive theatrical release for Black Widow, and that she's out at least $50 million because the film simultaneously went to streaming. Now, Disney, in its counter statement to the Wall Street Journal regarding this suit, maintained that the studio has fully complied with Johansson's contract and also publicly disclosed her $20 million Black Widow earnings to date, noting that she, quote, has the ability to earn more, on the film, end quote. So just how much have MCU stars earned the past thanks to playing Disney's game and patiently waiting for big paydays? Here's a look at how 6 other actors have been paid during their time in the MCU. Please note, Disney's Marvel Entertainment has historically refused to confirm or deny salary reports, Most of the figures are based on information provided by sources and have not been independently verified by Insider. So take this with a grain of salt. Chris Hemsworth, $150,000 for Thor in 2011, $15 million for Avengers Endgame 2019. Hemsworth didn't have many credits to his name when he came on to play Odin's son, so he didn't have much leverage when it came to negotiating a salary. He reportedly earned $150,000 for starring in the first Thor movie, but clearly things have worked out well for him. Hemsworth earned $15 million apiece for Thor Ragnarok, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Chris Evans, $1 million for Captain America, The First Avenger, 2011, $15 million for Avengers Endgame 2019. Like Hemsworth, Evans' payday increased significantly for later MCU films. He earned $15 million apiece for Captain America: Civil War, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame, according again to The Hollywood Reporter. By the way, Chris Evans got a little more than Hemsworth, taking over $1 million to star in the first Captain America film because he had better name recognition when he agreed to play Steve Rogers. In fact, he already had superhero cred. Evans played Johnny Storm in the early 2000 version of the Fantastic Four franchise. The late Chadwick Boseman, $700,000 for Captain America: Civil War 2016, $2 million for Black Panther 2017. No question that Boseman, who got roughly $700,000 for his first MCU appearance in Captain America: Civil War, scored a nice bonus after Black Panther had an amazing box office run. He reportedly earned $2 million for his character's standalone film. And if not for his passage, Boseman was expected to have had a major payday for the upcoming sequel. And you're probably asking, hey, what about Robert Downey Jr.? $2.5 million from Iron Man in 2008, $75 million for Avengers Endgame in 2019. Marvel got him cheap in 2008, paying him $2.5 million for the first Iron Man film. Already an Oscar-nominated actor at that point, and arguably one of the best of his era, Downey Jr. was still repairing his career at the time following his recovery from substance abuse. Responsible for being the actor that effectively launched the MCU, his paycheck showed that by the time he ended his run, according to Forbes, Downey earned $75 million for his 2019 role in Avengers Endgame. What about Chris Pratt? $1.5 million for Guardians of the Galaxy 2014, $5 million for Avengers Infinity War 2018. Pratt, like the rest, certainly got more in bonuses thanks to the success of the MCU titles he's been in. Brie Larson, $5 million for Captain Marvel 2019. The upcoming MCU movies, unknown. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Larson got $5 million for her character's standalone film in exchange for signing a 7-movie deal with the studio. She's next set to appear in The Marvels, due out in 2022, and it's been rumored that her payday for a sequel would make her the highest paid actress in a superhero film ever, which would indicate she's set to earn at least $15 million. Wow. That is some big cheese for the mouse. And speaking of cheese, let's go to the box office. And, well, not bad for The Rock and his Jungle Cruise, which, well, sort of looks like a film starring Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart. Jungle Cruise kept its ship together at the domestic box office over the weekend, raking in $34.2 million. Let's see, other words, or other films. Space Jam: A New Legacy had $31 million opening and continued in second place. On the other hand, the offshore market still aren't back for Jungle Cruise. Rampage posted a 114 point box office. And believe it or not, Black Widow, despite being sued by Scarlett Johansson, Disney says it's pretty good about
Steve? I'm gonna have to restart the call. The audio just went out for some reason. It's still not working on Skype, so that's cool. Well, I guess that's it for this week. Audio just decided to stop working for some reason. So, see ya.